All right, guys, welcome to Mission Monday. And we have an excellent guest here today. His name is Lavell Nero. He is of Alternative Management and Marketing Group. He owns an independent entertainment management and marketing company. I'm actually just going to quickly show you guys some of his people here. One second. I'm going to quickly show you guys that this is Lavell Nero, and I wanted got you guys to just sit here and listen to this awesome man. He's done so much for the community. He's been working with QT Business Solutions, and I'm honored to be a part of his journey. Mr. Lavell, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, let me see. I'm a native Detroiter, uh, graduated from Southeastern High School, so I'm a product of the Detroit public school system, which I loved. And then I went off to college. I was going to Marygrove and got my 2 years in, but that was not, I had earning to go to Morehouse College. So a friend of mine that sung with me in the Downville Choraleers did my recommendation, and he was leery about that because I was an older student. He said, "You sure you want to?" And I said, "Yeah." So he wrote the recommendation, and the rest was history. I got in, graduated with a marketing degree, and that's only because I had to stop being a rebel because I didn't want to go back to corporate America. I said, I would be an entertainment producer. I said, okay. So going into my third year, because I had to claim a major and stop fighting. So I became my marketing management. So then graduated, and then Reverend Van, Pastor Van of Second Ebenezer Church, I called him and I said, "What is it you want me to do?" And he said, "I want you to help market my church."
Okay.
So I just graduated with, okay, I worked for a firm, so grassroots really.
Okay.
So I had to learn it all, put what I learned from the books to the metal, to the pedal, or to the concrete.
So that's how you got into managing your groups. Tell me about some of your groups.
Well, I got into management I did a couple of major events, the college fair, some other events at the church, and the organist came up to me and said, "Lavell, I play for a group and they need management." And I'm like, okay. He said, "I think you will be good." And I was telling Richard about you, and so I said, okay, I'll meet, And so my first group was Richard Ross and Rapture.
Oh, wow.
And so that was the journey. Then I had his aunt and somebody else. And then, midway, I'm like, this is a babysitting job. I was like, because you got people's lives in your hands and things of that nature. And so I kind of like, you know what, let me revamp it. I think after 5 years in, I kind of just took a hiatus, to focus on. I went back to school. I said, I need to get me some more degrees. So I went back to school, got my master's in international marketing. And then I went on to get a master's in teaching administration and education. So, I like the music, but yeah, I went to go visit my friend. They were singing somewhere, and that was Dr. Eloquent Weaver, and he directs the Hallelujah Singers. So I was going on Sundays. I wasn't doing nothing just to hear them. So he called and said, I gave somebody your number. And I said, why you give somebody my number? Because I don't want to take the calls on booking and you're not doing nothing. I said, how you know what I'm not doing? So I was his booking manager.
Okay.
And so that's how I got back in it, because of him.
Awesome.
And
So tell me about your current groups now. Who have you been? I know you work with the Detroit Youth Choir. You know, you tell us about what you've been doing right now.
right now, well, last year, was that right? The Detroit Youth Choir and my quartet group that you see in the upper left, Young Men for Christ,
Okay.
out of Michigan. They got they won the Stellar Awards,
Oh,
which is one of the highest traditional gospel awards, for gospel artists or people in the gospel industry. The Detroit Youth Choir got it for Youth Project of the Year, which was their Glory project that they did. My quartet got it for Quartet of the Year.
mm,
Uh, both of them are independent artists. Normally, independent artists don't make the Stellars, so that was a great for me. And then 2 weeks later, the quartet group, Detroit Youth Choir, the husband and wife team you see under the quartet, Young Men, Sounds of Imani, and to the lower, my church choir artist, Dr. Waverly Bumbrey, they got a dove consideration.
mm.
So, and prior to the Stellars for the Detroit Youth Choir, they got a first round Grammy nomination for Glory. So I've been just on the road.
You've been helping a lot of people get there and getting them to the next level. Tell
Yes.
me, tell me about this. Um what have you what how has QT helped you in this? So in help.
QT helped me by, I had for my thesis for my first master's, uh, I did my business plan for that grade and for the class. And somewhere I couldn't find it. And you go along, people talk about, oh, you need a business plan. And I'm looking for mine. I said, oh man, I gotta redo it all over again. So I did the framing and all that stuff I just needed to put in. So I think I either saw you online. I think I saw you online, and I was listening. And I don't know how I got plugged into you online, but you was on there and talking, and you talked about your services, and then so I called. I think it was Lanisha.
Lanice,
Lanice.
one of our excellent educators on our staff.
Right, and just share what I was looking for, what I was trying to do. And I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I signed up. Um, I signed up, and it was a great, I guess you could say, marriage. You walked me through it. I did the boot camps, and at the end of the boot camp, I was determined I was going to win. At the end of the boot camp, if you did all four, you got a free service.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did all four. I called some other people to come out. They came out, but they couldn't hang. But I was going to hang. But I was going to get that free service.
How did the boot camp? How was the boot camp for you? What did you learn?
The boot camp was excellent. With how to make sure your business is set up right, the financing, the different types of financing. Even if you wanted to go global, that information was available. I mean, just the do's and don'ts. It was just phenomenal. The information for a business person to receive that you wouldn't get if you was doing it by yourself.
Right.
This
And
is
like
what I want to say.
those were free boot camps that we
Yes,
had.
and they were free, and
Yeah.
you had the I think you partnered with Comerica Bank, which is my bank. So I was like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna make my bank work for me.
Awesome. So tell us about your grant. I heard
Yes,
you got grant.
you know, but I got the I applied the Comerica grant. I mean Comcast grant. But I didn't get the money, but I got equipment. I got 2 laptops and 1 iPad.
Ooh.
The only thing about it, I don't know how they got my other organization that I don't use anymore. It got in that name,
Okay.
but I got it. I went, and
Yeah.
I was able to. My nephew, my play nephew, he's joined to work with me, so I gave him one, and then my cousin, who's is to do the administration part, I gave her a laptop. So I gave it to them so they could start functioning and helping me in the business. I mean, they gave me the numbers, uh, ran the numbers for I think 3 years, 4 years of projections.
Okay.
Um,
That was in your
yeah,
business, right? That's in your
yes, that was a business plan. I mean, going through the whole process of doing the different people. I sat down with, talked with that are partners with you in the QT loan. I mean, business solution. And the administrator Jennifer and Lanisha, everybody that worked with you were very friendly and helpful, and made sure I understood what they were doing and all that. And I was like, and then you went back through and reviewed, saying, these numbers don't look right. Let me do something. And then you went back in and corrected the numbers so they make a little bit more sense. And so I got it, and I'm not done because Jennifer is supposed to go over it with me after this. So it was really like hands-on from the start.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to show the people I want you to tell the people about yourself. What are you looking for? I want you to ask, for artists, or tell them what you can do. And I want you to tell them how they can contact you. What's your best telephone number, website, and email address so that they can contact you?
The phone number is 313-618-8791. If they want to email me, it's lrnero@altmgtmktg.com. That's abbreviation for Alternative Management and Marketing Group. Right now, I got 9 artists, and I'm not just local, I'm international. I have a London artist. Then I have a who's kind of a praise and worship artist. I said, I'm gonna make you a squalid. And then I have a hip hop artist in Atlanta, and everybody else is local. So right now I will be looking for artists, but my job, I'm part of a larger industry network called the GIN, the Gospel Industry Network. And I'm the Metro Detroit leader. And I may not manage you, but as the leader of the GIN location, I can help navigate you through the craziness of this industry. Because I share with artists, while we talking right now, there's some changes. And so it's my job to make sure artists who's a part of the local GIN know what those changes are, help them navigate through the industry, get them interviews and all that stuff. We was just had our national meeting with songwriter, producer, Bishop Norman Hutchins, and now he's created his own label on how to treat artists and make sure they get their money. For years, record labels were recouping the money, and the artists wasn't really getting nothing no more than they're traveling when they went on the road.
Wow.
So this organization is to make sure artists are educated in the business before, oh, I got a record deal, whatever, but the companies did not sit down and educate you about the business. So they got a lot, say, well, you didn't pay off your first recording, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And so, but they made millions, and the artist probably only got 2,000, and the record is still playing, and they done a total of $2 million or $5 million, and the artist never got any of that.
Oh no.
So yes, back then they were pimped. And so again, don't be, my thing is, don't be anxious to sign a deal or any of that. Get you, and because people didn't get attorney, not just an attorney, but a entertainment attorney that can read all that crazy fine print.
Right.
It's bad enough.
You help them navigate. So can you tell them your number one more time before we close out? Yeah.
313-618-8791. And yes, my focus is gospel music, but anybody that's who's in the industry of some sort, whether you write books, gospel books, or you're a playwright, whatever you do in gospel, my job is to make sure the nation knows, or the national knows, what's coming out of Detroit.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I am so happy that you came out and came on and did an interview with us today. You're about to go to the next level. You're helping your artists get all those awards and navigate. I'm so happy that QT Business Solutions have been a part of your journey, and we're not done yet. I'm so happy you're able to get that free boot camp, that free service for going through all the boot camp, and also, your grant that you got. But I'm just happy that you are here in our
lives. Yeah. But Tina, can I share my free service was you all set up my nonprofit for the gin. For the gin, so therefore I could get, if I want to bring in clinicians and all that stuff and do workshops and showcases, then I can look for fine art grant money or other, to finance the nonprofit arm that created for gin.
Yay! We appreciate you guys. Again, we want you to come on out, support our businesses. We have alternative management and marketing group that was Lavell Nero, and he will be able to help you navigate through all of those hurdles being an artist.